And this is going to be one of our higher ELO fights. Freaky Griffith's rocking the yellow and red. Stevie VR rocking the black and the white. And let's just get exactly the most updated ELO numbers. Already, fireworks flying like it's the finale. Crazy shots coming in from both.
Oh, is that Freaky Griffith already?
3, 4, 5.
All right, and yeah, so Stevie VR coming in at 2,800. Freaky Griffith coming in at 2,378.
Let's go.
So it's Freaky Griffith in the yellow and white. And then I'm going to have to make something a little new for, I'm going to put white and black for now for Stevie VR, even though that's not the colors. I just have not put the half and half. I've completely forgot about the half and half trunks. We just got to deal with this for now. But
ooh, Stevie's starting to work. Griffith on the back foot.
God dang, Freaky Griffith.
We're already seeing a high-level fight already. A little bit of a step up from what we've been seeing in terms of just the speed, power, and accuracy of all these punches, right? They're throwing a ton of shots, but they are all hitting. They're going to spots that are going to cause damage and stuns. And you can already see it on Griffith's face.
Yeah, Griffith with that early explosive lead right there. But Stevie VR, no joke, fully recovered, I think, back from last week. He wasn't feeling too well. So this is like full power Stevie VR. The man who ran through the King of the Ring about 2 weeks ago right now. Been looking forward to seeing Stevie at his full power.
I think so. But let's see what Griffith does in response. Because, again, not intimidated by Stevie at all. Right, like backing up, but still throwing high volume, still confident in there, able to swing it out a little bit. And I love the head weaving. I love the stepping to the side. Right, taking a huge onslaught of shots is an art. And there he goes, firing back. But Stevie just saying, I have pressure for days.
That's crazy right now. The fact that Freaky Griffith not only weathering the storm, but turning around and delivering a counter knockout blow on Stevie VR, just miraculous. 8, 9. Oh, I'm about to say, I thought he was out because he was out the ring. He was out the ring. But look, Freaky Griffith right now, as much as, we were talking about Stevie VR, did y'all see the amount of dodging and weaving that came back on the back step, turned around, put my mans into the corner, and then put him out? Freaky Griffith is real freaky right now. It's getting real nasty in the ring.
Yeah, and Stevie VR having a bit of a harder match than he might have thought he would. Coming in really strong, had a 10-win streak in our Crossing the Void King of the Ring event, and is currently the front runner in our UFL Interleague representatives. So everyone feeling that Stevie is an S-rank fighter, and I got to give it to Griffith, holding his own, probably an S-rank as well.
No, 100% S rank. 100% S rank, bro. Did you not see? Stevie was throwing everything he had, the kitchen sink and all, and Freaky Griffith with the bob, the weave, the step back, the jug, everything. Yo, Freaky, we in the corner, bro. Turn around, say what's up to the people. Yeah. That's what I'm talking. Hit the freaky dance, yeah. Hit the freaky dance, yeah. Oh, with the freaky turnaround, everything is freaky now, yeah, yeah. Floss on them. Yeah, there it is. Hey, there you go. Hey. Dang. Getting real freaky.
Both fighters get into it.
This is amazing, y'all. This is amazing. Now that we done stepped it up as far as ELOs go, and you can see, man. We always say styles make fights, not ELOs, but ELOs are definitely worth a little thing or two because the experience definitely steps up.
Especially when you jump up almost 1,000 points, considering from Stevie to some of the other fighters here. That's the way to think of it. It's not necessarily higher skill, but it is higher experience, and those two things are very strongly correlated. So let's see if he can put in some of those skills and come back after Griffith with that crazy counter knockdown. I think really sees some of the momentum in that first round.
I mean, a lot of momentum. That was two knockdowns for Freaky Griffith. Stevie VR definitely at a huge disadvantage coming into this second round. But the second round is the adjustment round, Solly. We say it all the way. And right there, Stevie VR making some good adjustments. I think right now he's got Freaky Griffith hurt, but he's got to be careful. He was in a difficult position last time. Yeah. He overextended just a little bit, and Freaky was able to take advantage of that, so he's got to be careful now.
Yeah, both fighters just anytime that they've crossed that void, those hands start to fly, and like that's what you got to start, training yourself to do, especially at these high levels, because you can't just block everything. You have to return shots to keep people honest. And Griffith doing just that.
Ooh, big shots spreading in. There we go. Stevie VR coming out ahead in the firefight, landing some significant shots on Freaky Griffith. This time around, the head movement not saving Freaky, and this was the adjustment that I was talking about, Solly. He's kind of see what kind of opponent he's dealing with, and this time he's got to take a more measured approach to how he applies the damage going into these rounds.
That's the thing, too. And like when I say that the high elo is the high experience, this is what I'm talking about, right? He's fought so many different people in VR with so many styles, and so he's just got different tricks in the bag for every situation. And the more things you encounter, the more times you can practice and prepare for them the next time you see them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what were yesterday's spamming problems, or just today's, like, I already got a solution for that and I understand it now. So take a lesson to, like, a lot of folks who are in some of the lower elos, struggling with certain techniques. Just watch how the other boxers deal with it. You'll learn a lot. Big shots coming in for Freaky Griffith. If someone knocks
you out with something good, ask them how they did that. More often than not, people are going to be flattered. And then you get to use it back on them to get your revenge.
Good shots coming in and a nice clinch. That was textbook clinching.
He needed that. No, he was getting the pressure. He was starting to see white, and then he just got out of there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to do that reset, whether it's getting out or whether it's clinching in.
Ooh, and down goes Griffith. Stevie VR, I think he understands it now. That is 2 knockdowns. We are now, look, it is 1-1 for me. If Freaky doesn't go out down one more time, he's got 13 seconds. He's gonna make it through. He's gonna make it through. A little bit of love. We're not gonna get a flash knockdown here in 8 seconds. But
commentators curse him. This is
look. It's only a couple seconds now. Look, I was pretty sure about that. This time now we're in Stevie's corner. Stevie, show some love to the chat real quick, my boy. Absolutely, but yeah, no. Right now, Stevie's figured it out. This is going to be an interesting third round, right? We've had the discovery round, right, where Stevie found out that Freaky Griffith is absolutely freaky. Then we have the adjustment round, where Stevie said, "I understand it now." Both of them come in with 2 knockdowns apiece, right? Now it's that third round. Go for broke. Let it all hang out. Right? Who's going to win? Stevie VR or Freaky Griffith? Chat, let me know how you're feeling about this. If you want Stevie VR to win, let me get some ones in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If you want Freaky Griffith to win, let me get the dubs in the chat. And let's see how this is going to pan out.
Get ready.
All right, third and final round, bro. I'm excited, man. I don't know where this is going to turn to, but all of a sudden, this has become best fight of the night. I mean, not even by default. This has just been absolutely a banger. And already, Stevie VR with the hands. He's got Freaky Griffith on the back foot. Freaky Griffith, ooh, and the uppercut again puts Freaky Griffith down.
5, 6, 7.
Stevie's starting to get those knockdowns at will. Like you said, he is just downloading Freaky Griffith more and more as the fight goes on. And he's really starting to pick him apart.
Look, for real though, like, when I said he understands it now, I really feel like he does, because Freaky Griffith has a lot of good head movement on the back step, and it's hard to kind of catch somebody like that. But when you start going to the body, you can't move the body that much, and that's exactly what Stevie VR was doing. Uppercut to the body. That's the second time that shot has landed. It's been really good for him.
Yeah, now we're seeing Freaky Griffith trying to adjust a little bit and trying to put the pressure on himself. But, you can tell it's not quite his comfortable spot. He's more of that backup counterpuncher. And so trying to engage, he's definitely getting pieced up a little bit on that entry.
Yeah, we're not seeing Stevie in a lot of damage. He definitely is. And honestly, we haven't seen a lot of trouble coming from Stevie. Like every time Stevie lets the hands go, Freaky Griffith gets the ugly face, and you already know that means some significant damage is coming in.
That's true, and you can't take too much of those. Even if you avoid the knockdown, that damage is going to start racking up, and you're going to become easier and easier to put onto the canvas. Even those thudding body shots, I think, have been really the difference.
Yeah, man, again,
Griffith not really using them as effective. Too much headhunting, in my opinion, this match.
Stevie VR walking him down. Walking him down. He's got him in the corner.
I would be careful because I think those. I think Griffith has the full-on KO power. Right. I don't know if Stevie's going to get caught by it, but he's definitely going to try it.
Ooh, a couple of shots raining in from Freaky Griffith. There. Yeah.
Maybe Griffith should have been trying with this attitude earlier on.
Well, I mean, Griffith's still keeping up with the head movement, still keeping elusive, but it's those body shots that Stevie VR is finding. And I really feel like at this point he's just kind of setting up the uppercut off the jab, because Stevie VR has been finding a lot of damage. Freaky Griffith in trouble, back-to-back ugly faces, trying to bring this into a fight, trying to go Stevie VR in, but 10 seconds on the clock.
Stop. No holding.
And a call, and there we go. I think this might be it. Gonna survive the round.
Stevie, yeah, secured that dub definitively. A great match. No fighter being beaten down physically. That was a battle of the wits. And Stevie coming out on top.
Stevie VR, the winner. You know what I'm saying? Chase. We got Pro VR Boxing before GTA 6. Damn right we did. Damn right we did. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the card real quick. Stevie VR versus Freaky Griffith, our first high elo match for the night. And 27-23 to your winner, Stevie VR. Now, Stevie VR had a rough first round, 10-7, going to Freaky Griffith. But when I told you he said, I understand it now, he really meant I understand it now. Stevie VR making a dominating 10-6 return, and that is a response right there. You gave me 10-7, I'm going to give you 10-6, and I'm going to return the 10-7 right back to you. Really good showing there by Stevie VR. Let's take a look at those knockdowns. 2 knockdowns apiece, first and second round, but it was that next knockdown that really sealed the deal for Stevie VR. But I think more than the knockdowns, I think the damage tells an even different tale, right? A commanding lead in damage for Stevie VR. 3,594 points of damage on his opponent to Freaky Griffith's 2,104. And to be honest, a lot of the head movement from Freaky Griffith mitigated that more. It would have been even more damage and probably an even earlier night for Stevie VR. But look at this, guys. He kept going up and up and up, right? A big leap from the first and the second round, 875 to 1104, and then, man, full understanding, letting the hands fly in the third round, 1615 for Stevie VR. I mean, that's just been amazing, y'all. But right now, let's go ahead and see if we can hear from the boxers. Stevie, Freaky, are y'all in the building?
Yo.
All right, let me talk to
Yeah,
Freaky. Let me talk to Freaky Griffith first, right? So Freaky Griffith, man. First of all, love the name. Second of all,
Thank you.
When you were going into that fight, right? What is with that head movement, man? Because in the first round, like, you was head moving, dodging, stepping back, weave, turn around, put him in the corner, boom, 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 KO. How do you feel after that first dominating round? Were you feeling like it was going to be an easy night?
Nah, I know Stevie well. He's a hard opponent, so I wanted to strike back a little bit tougher in the first round to maybe scare him off a little bit. Honestly.
Now, I think the first round was very commanding, right? And the thing about it was, in the second round was where Stevie made an adjustment, man. The man started going to the body. I think it was about 2 uppercuts. It's the jab to the uppercut to the body, put you down about twice. It really kind of mitigated the head movement because you weren't able to move the body as much. When he made the adjustment, was it like an oh shit moment for you?
Not supposedly, but I knew that I could maybe dodge those like body hits and stuff, but nah, like the head movement can't really move the body that well in this game. So
true enough.
Yeah.
So, about play space and control style. So, are you working with enough split play space where you could have maybe stepped out or stepped around, or are you working with a smaller play space?
Yeah, I'm working with a smaller play space. I'd
Yeah.
like to step in with my jab a little bit more. But,
Yeah. That's what I always feel, man. But look, dude, I take nothing from you. That was a great performance. I mean, the shift in pace from our last fights up until this one was bar none. The chat was just like having a blast. I love to see it. So, man, appreciate you for coming through. And I hope to see you back again. Stevie, got to talk to you next, bro. Where you at? Yo, full power Stevie, right? Not feeling sick. You feeling better from last week though, right? Bit more of a recovery.
Yeah, I'm feeling way better.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see full power Stevie. Now, first round, I was a little worried, right? Freaky came out there with the head movement. He had some hands, you know, a little rope into the action. Were you worried in that first round?
Yeah, so what my mistake was I mean, the same thing happened with Vivo. You know, I thought I was going against somebody who, you know, I got used to knocking people down. So
Yeah.
I let my ego get to me. I was just throwing ballistic, and then I went down a few times, and I was like, yo, now I realize I'm going against good competition. Let me stay back, see what he does, and adjust to that.
Now, speaking of adjustments, that was a great segue, dude. So, the first round, I mean, he had the head movement on lock. You know, he was able to bait you into that corner, turned you around, gave you the knockdown in that first round. You had an I understand it moment where you started using the jabs to keep him busy, and he was busy moving, and then the uppercut and the hooks to the body came. We could hear the thud through the stream, bro. Like, when you made that adjustment, did you feel like, yo, that was it? Yeah, like that I got him.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, the first one I was like, why am I getting knocked down? And I realized the jab. You know, that was my main thing. So I started using the jab. I saw opening, hit his belly button nice and good. I'm like, oh damn, I did that.
Yeah.
I really did that. So yeah, that was definitely that.
Look, bro, like after that performance, man, like you went up in stock in my eyes, you know, and I know the chat now sees you in the light. You know, they was like, oh, why you glazed him up? I was like, nah, bro, you don't just run through King of the Ring like that. You come back with an off week. Nah, we see the vision. So I'm glad you was able to kind of show what you had. A lot of people was following just off of that last fight alone, dog. So big ups to you. GG's, hope to see you back again next week, man. I look forward to it, bro. Any final words for the people in the chat?
I just want to say thank y'all for, you know, seeing what I could really do. The hype is not overrated. I promise you. I get the hype for a reason. So I'm gonna make a name for myself, most definitely.